an update of my urban garden. It doesn't look like the Jungle Book, but the Jungle Encyclopedia Britannica, but I love it nonetheless. I have a whole Japanese maple growing on my patio that is looking a little worse for wear because it needs some root work and some prayer, a lot of prayer. So keep praying. I'm going to keep praying and calling on Jesus. Hallelujah. But nonetheless, plants can bring people together. And this is why I do a lot of this stuff. So there's an older lady in the neighborhood who loves my plants and the mints. And she wants them from some drinks that she does. So I made little minty bundles for her and cut them up and gave them to her. So they were 3 types of mint: Crispa, spearmint, Kentucky Kernel, and orange mint. Orange mint is amazing. So gave those to her, and then I get started on what I was doing. Now, you see this umbrella because, again, I got my birdie baby mama here in the corner, and I don't want her to just jump at me. So to harvest my cabbage collards, here's what I do. I grab one of the petioles, which is that leaf stem going to the main stem, as you can call it, and I just basically break it from there. Now, if you have to use a pair of scissors or some shears or clippers or something, like, go for it, but it's simple enough to do with your hand. It's real easy. I know that they're done because they're big, so that's how I know they're ready to harvest. Also, I'm going to repot this dollar rosemary I got from Lowe's. Sometimes I go to the clearance aisle and look for stuff that is pretty much ready to die, but I can bring back. I usually just get perennials. And I basically take off half of the root mass because a lot of it isn't living anyway, not super healthy anyway. And I'm going to repot this in the pot that I just had one of these cabbage collards in. So it's going to be beautiful, and actually it's going to help it to come back so that way it can get some of that new growth. I'm also going to fertilize it. I think I mixed a little of my slow release fertilizer into that soil, and I gave it a little bit of new soil, new to it, and yeah, so that's that. I ended up having a lovely time with that repot. So yeah. If you want to see more urban gardening techniques, I have some requests that I am going to work on to try to recreate. Please hit me up in my inbox or in my email.